This is me. Now that I have your attention, I just wanted to ask if you could just be a little bit more patient. I'll show you everything that I've learned over the past few years to making money online. Let me turn on my camera because I thought my camera was on this whole time. Hi. Let's go ahead and resume because I have a lot to share with you inside this video if you have the patience, of course, if you only allow me to tell you. But for those that stick along, enjoy. Alright, good morning everyone. Today is the day after Christmas. Forgot to mention, but Merry Christmas to you and probably a Happy New Year's. This is when you're gonna see this video drop. So Happy New Year's to you, and I wish you all the prosperity and all the success that is about to come your way. So this brings me to say that yesterday we didn't make anything because it was the holidays. I didn't really expect anyone to purchase anything from my services, but today we do have a call at 11:15 and this person left a quick little memo. They just want to know a little bit more about my services before they actually proceed to purchase the low ticket service. So as always, I'm just going to bring you along throughout the day and basically update you on exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing things, so that you could potentially do this yourself. So let's go ahead and jump onto the computer. I gotta check my emails. Alright, so here is the first email from one of my editors. He said that I've been working with you guys for almost 4 years now, and I just want to express my gratitude to the whole team. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas. May you and your loved ones have a safe and fun-filled celebration this holiday season. So just reading these messages from my editing team, it's like a great feeling. It's a satisfying feeling when you know that not only are they working for you, but they more so enjoy working with you. So in my honest opinion, I believe that the reason why my agency or my service-based business has lasted this long is because of the relationship. So the money part is great, don't get me wrong, but that's not really where my fulfillment comes in. It's really when I'm able to connect the dots. And you know, when you're running this service-based business, you're not just in it for yourself. In order for things to flow properly, you have to build relationships, and one of those relationships is picking and selecting who you want to delegate your projects to or your services to. Having a service-based business doesn't just mean you're serving a client. You're really serving other individuals that want a job or want to fulfill a task or a project. And this editor, and specifically, has been with me for 4 years. 4 years ago, right? I actually hired him when I was in college, working a 9-to-5 job. Okay, so I honestly feel that it is because of the work dynamic. I don't check on them every single day. And the reason why is because I've learned that quality individuals don't need to be checked on every single day. They'll genuinely just do what they need to do. At the end of the day, they know that I pay them. I even go out of my way and pay them out bonuses on holidays, not because I have to, but because I want to. I want them to understand that just because this is digital and virtual doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. So the least I can do is give them a bonus of some sort, right? Just sending them extra on a holiday to give to their loved ones or to treat themselves, because we got to remember that the money is great. I want to emphasize this because everywhere online it talks about money, 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 money. But really what runs a good business is relationship. Not just relationship with your clients, but relationship with those that are working behind your business. You can't forget about the ones that are basically the backbone of your business, because without them, without my teammates, I wouldn't have the flexibility or the time to even fulfill the low ticket projects. Okay, I'm gonna just be very honest, and they know that too. They really do know that. We get on calls, we talk about it, but for me to just go out of my way and just say, you know what, I am so grateful for the amount of effort you put in this year. Here is your bonus. Like, that speaks volumes. So it's currently 10:52. Remember, we have a call at 11:15. But I just want to touch base on the delegation part, because I've noticed a lot of other service-based businesses, what they typically do is hire and fire, hire and fire, hire and fire. And it's just a cycle of hiring and firing. I'm not gonna lie, I've done that, and it's really fast-paced, but I feel that, like, you don't have to do that as long as you find quality. And like I said, when you find someone of like quality, hang on to them, okay? They are the backbone of your business. If they are good, treat them very well, because without them, you're probably gonna have to hire 3 people to make up for that one person failing or doing really bad. Instead, I have like a very small team. This small team is of quality, and I want to make sure I only hire quality. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that I have a 100% proven process, but I do have a process, and it hasn't failed. It's probably about, maybe a 30% failure. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers, but the battery's about to die. But let's go ahead and jump on this call. Alright, so don't mind my green screen either, but this is our quick call. Typically speaking, sometimes they want to, get on a video call, but 9 times out of 10 they're driving or they're out and about, and they just have a few questions before they purchase on their phone or on their desktop. So just want to make that also clear. So not every single time do they want to see someone on the screen. I've noticed that, because I would get on the screen and then they would kind of feel a little awkward. Now I will say, not everybody joins in, which is kind of a bummer. There's different types of calls that I do. I don't really talk about this often, but each call, some of them is free, some of them is not. And it's built that way because of the whole qualification process. It's a lot to get into. It's marketing and tactics of that nature. So I'll probably say that for another video. I want to make sure that this person joins in. And if they don't, it's not a problem, because all I'll do is reach out to them via email and let them know that it looks like you missed our call. Feel free to rebook or send an email. I don't think they're gonna show up, but that's okay. Oh, there they are. Spoke too soon. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good, and you?
Doing well. So you had a question about your our packages, correct?
Yeah, cause I was gonna, cause you guys don't have like a chat system that I could just ask through here.
Through the website? No, we don't. We typically just get on calls just to, answer questions, so you can actually speak with someone. Or you could just email us.
Well, it sounds good. I just wanted to know, like, what you guys offer. I know here they have the packages. That's the first one. That's the new one. I haven't done ads on it yet.
Okay. Once you do place the order, it will ask you to fill out a form.
Co-influence. I think that's when I get my own products, I guess.
Yes, because we do have a service where you can actually ship us your product, and you'll basically get custom content.
I could just do this through the website. That's good. I'll do the 3-1.
Okay. Did you have any other questions?
That's good. Thank you so much, Nancy.
No problem. Thank you for booking a call with us.
Take care.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Alright, so she actually showed up. Okay, so As you can tell, she just had some questions. She even said it herself, like she was trying to look for a place where you could just chat with someone. And I've done that before, but I don't want to be like my competition. So I want to be able to have it to where they can book a call instead, because a live support chat isn't technically live because no one is there 24/7. So I rather them have to book a call, you know, talk to an actual person. I want to understand what their concerns are, what problems are they having, and from there is when I'll basically gear them towards the package that will best suit them. And that's really all that happened on that call. So if I just refresh my screen, I'll probably show you in a moment, but she's gonna purchase. Like they typically always, I'm not like 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure because I've done this for so long, it's kind of predictable at this point. So if you've been watching along the previous video, I show you that this company that I'm working with to film the product for my client that paid $1,500, they don't like to get on calls. Still don't know why to this day, why they don't, but at the very least they do stay in contact with me through WhatsApp, and they're very, very communicative. As you can see here, I actually didn't respond, but they basically wanted to tell me that they were about to film, but the weather is not the best. And they even sent me a little screenshot, and they recommended that they hold off on the filming process and wait till it's a bit brighter outside. Because the product is sunglasses, it would only make sense to film when it's a bit more sunnier, not gloomy. So what I'm gonna do is reach out to the client, let them know that it's not gonna be delivered as expected, unfortunately, due to, you know, things that we can't control. So hopefully they finish by next week, and I'll show you a clip of when it's done. You know, I'm pretty sure you would like to see it. I don't know, but you know, the delegation part is probably the most tedious part, but once you find someone that can actually deliver and fulfill, you'll be great to go. So some of you might be wondering, if I don't really do the projects or complete any task, what is it that I actually do? Well, my main objective is to get more clients so that the ones that I hire to outsource and delegate, they are the ones fulfilling. But once they fulfill a service, the client still has questions and concerns. So they might need help with marketing, scaling, and that's where I actually come in, but for a higher ticket. I hope this makes sense, because I only delegate like the low ticket, maybe sometimes mid ticket. Like this time here, this client specifically wanted custom filming done. I don't really have the time to do that, so I reached out to a company that I've worked with in the past, and that is why the $500 isn't coming to my pocket, only the $1,000, but it's worth it because this client is going to need help marketing that video and structuring it properly. So not only are they choosing me and they understand that I'm delegating the project, but they trust me enough to script, to make sure they have the angling, the hook. That's basically what I want to update you all on for today. And it is now currently 11:57. I basically spent 3 hours working, and that's about it, right? Tomorrow I'll check in with you all on how much is made. Let me just check my Stripe account one last time so you can see how much is made. So today, the call that we just got off of, she purchased, I don't know if you can see that, $65, which isn't much. Again, I do a gradual ascension model, low ticket, mid ticket, then high ticket. So the low ticket is not what I plan on profiting on. It's really, what do you call those things? I forget the words. Like, there's so many words being thrown today. It's like you don't profit from the front end, you profit on the back end. So you basically bring them into your world with a low ticket model, and then as they get into it, they're gonna realize that, oh, okay, you know what, this is what I need. How did they know? So let me go ahead and enjoy the rest of my day. I will show you all tomorrow any updates, if any. Today is a brand new day and we got the client. If you haven't watched in a previous video, she actually paid outside of the third-party platform and purchased through my agency because I sent her a direct invoice / checkout. I'm gonna show you how I did it on my screen here, but yeah. She sent her email. I blurred it out because I don't want her information out there, but essentially what happened was she needs a proper invoice. She works for a company, corporation, I don't know, I just know she owns an agency and it's important to have invoices for the end of the year due to tax purposes, but we're not going to get into that in this video. All right, so what happened? I sent her an invoice via Gmail. But I didn't just send her any type of invoice. It's not created by Stripe, created by PayPal, although you could do that. I'm not saying you can't, but I specifically do this through a software. This software is housing my clients, my team, and all the other invoices that I've generated. The reason why I talk about having a proper software isn't to sell you, it's to save you time, okay? As you can see, Hannah has already paid. The moment she paid, my team immediately saw her order come through and they are immediately taking action to complete it. Hannah can see that they're working on it. I, as the admin, is looking at her paid invoice, so I know everything went through great. So yes, you can use Stripe and PayPal, but you're probably gonna have another floating application. Maybe it's Slack, WhatsApp, Discord, to communicate with your team. You can pick up your phone and say, hey guys, just wanna let y'all know, we got a client, make sure y'all fulfill. Why do that when she can pay? My team automatically gets emailed, hey, you have a client that needs attention. And then me as the admin can see, okay, everything is working fluently, smoothly. The importance of this software is because the moment she paid, my team saw that she paid and saw what needs to get fulfilled, and they're currently working on it right now. Hannah can see that my team is working on her order. Me as admin, we're looking at, you and I, that Hannah has paid the invoice, so I know everything went dandy. So this brings me to say everything is just in one location so that everything is just smooth sailing from here. Less friction, less floating application. I don't need a Slack to email my team, to Discord them, WhatsApp them. Everything is here in one location. Now let's touch base on how the email looks. It's very simple. Nothing complex. As you can see, Jasmine from Fiverr. Hello, Hannah. This is Jasmine from Fiverr. Okay, we're just on the website. I just want to leave you a quick video. So basically, this is me going out of my way because I tried to get on a call with her, but because it is the holiday season, people are busy. So I still left a video, and I'll probably pop up a quick clip of what that video consists of. I actually went ahead and created a checkout link for you and your clients so that you can just have them click a button and check out directly with me. I tried to get on a call with Ash, but I think she's a bit busy because we were discussing if this is more comfortable for you, I would love for you to purchase through this, and it would send you a direct link. And the best part is you can also log in with your clients inside the same portal. Now all I really did was walk her through how she can use it and how her clients can use it, because she has over 700 and she's already sent 2 to 3 my way. And I basically provided her client a unique link. This is the benefit of having a proper software. I don't want to sound like I'm selling this software to you, but it will genuinely save you so much time. I promise you it will. So I sent that to her, and basically what she's doing is providing this link to her client. So every client she gets, she brings them my way because that is a critical piece to her agency. They need advertisement before they can go further with her. So it's almost like a puzzle piece. I'm just fitting into her system with my services. I hope this really makes sense to you all because I don't see anyone really talking about this. If you have a service, you can really help other people beyond just clients. You can help agencies, other businesses. And I just had to throw this out there because some of y'all are actually watching along, and I wanted to take you along the journey with me so you can see exactly what I'm doing. As you can see, got this client through this third-party platform that I don't necessarily do freelance work on. I just have it available just for opportunities like this. She got in contact with me because I blurted out on the other side, but I just have conversations with individuals that reach out and I gear them towards hopping into the agency. Okay. And then from there, I'll send them a direct invoice through Gmail. All right. So nothing too fancy with it. So anyways, I hope this part of the video helped you out and actually got you to see the potential in this. Give me a second. All right, so I want to conclude this video off on a note that people don't note. And when it comes to running an agency online, I specifically run a productized agency, which is basically a problem packaged in a service that can be bought time and time again, as long as you understand the client's problem and the client is aware of their own problem. That's just what I've learned. And this brings me to basically say that I did not profit as much this year. I'm being very honest. As you can see, I've been sharing with you my screen, but I don't know if you've been paying attention to this because I checked my yearly. This year I made 140K, and then last year it was 180K. What a drastic drop, okay? But in my honest opinion, I'm still happy, okay? I'm happier, and I'll explain to you why we dropped. 5 seconds, talk about this Excel sheet that I've created. And essentially what it is, it tells me what's going in and what's coming out of my agency so that I can see what expenses I have, how much revenue is coming in. This is really important because my goal as of now is to make sure I profit every single month. Not essentially paying too close attention to the overall. I want to make sure as long as each month I'm profiting, I know or I have a better idea that the end of the year would be great. Now the reason why, oh by the way, I'll paste the Excel link that you can download inside the community completely free so that you can track what's going in and out. Yes, you could use QuickBooks. I have a bookkeeper, but I really just want everything housed in one location. I'm really just a simple person. I just want something right there, click one time, boom, I can see everything. You know, I'm very simple. So why has my revenue dropped? Well, it's because I scaled down. Now, when you decide to do this, you could either shoot for the moons, but you're gonna have to hire more people. The more people you hire, the more you have to pay. Not necessarily, but let's say, for example, use me. I had 10 to 12 members on my team. That's a lot of people, okay? That's a lot of people you have to manage. That's a lot of people you have to stay in contact with. Although the software does make everything fluid, you still are the agency owner. You still want to make sure that who you've hired is of quality. In my approach and in my opinion, I tend to do better when it's a small group of high quality individuals that I can actually communicate on a level that I understand who they are, what's going on in their life. I'm talking about my teammates specifically. I know on my team if they're a father, if they're a son, if they're a mother, if they're going to college, if they're working another job. I can, you know, do that because I only have like 3 to 4 people on my team. And this is why we've dropped. And I'm willing to do that because I'm able to do more with my time versus trying to manage 100, I'm being sarcastic, like 10 to 15 people. I don't want to manage people. I want to be able to record a YouTube video or go to the gym if I want to. I don't want to stress on, you know, hiring more people just to make more money, essentially is what's going to happen. So I found a sweet spot. I'm okay making this amount of money within my agency. Now, I don't talk about this other side, but I make money outside of my agency. And no, it's not just on YouTube. Other things, I got into real estate, stocks, all this stuff I don't talk about, but this brings me to say, let me wrap this around. When you make money inside your agency, invest, okay? This is a vehicle. Owning an agency that produces cash for you means you have the decision to either spend it or invest it. And I chose the investing route, and I hope from what you're learning with me, when you do start making an income online, I hope that you invest. I hope you go the route of investment because it will allow you the freedom you desire, and you won't have to necessarily stress on focusing on scaling, hiring. Instead, just get you a small little, you know, boutique little team, and then get you some good clients, and then just, you know, do your thing. Just watch me do this. It's completely free. I'm not charging you to watch my YouTube video. It's really for those that can, you know, have the patience to watch me, because I purposely am going at a slower rate because I don't essentially want people to know this stuff. You know what I mean? It's only for those that pay close attention. So by now, I hope you understand what it is I am doing. It's not drop shipping. It's not me selling a course. It's not me doing like SMMA or anything like that or affiliate marketing. I genuinely do this, all right? And it's nothing fancy, and nobody's really talking about it on YouTube, so I decided to put my little spin on it and just showcase, you know, and hopefully someone out there that's watching will actually leverage what it is I'm sharing with you. Feel free to join the free community, get your Excel sheet, because if you're gonna do this, you need to understand your profits and your losses, expenses, revenue, you know, that stuff. So I look forward for you to having a great New Year's. My version of a profit and loss sheet. Of course, I have softwares like QuickBooks that's actually tracking what comes in and out of my agency, but on a day-to-day basis, or when I want to check in every quarter, I like to just log in to my Excel sheet because I want to make sure I am profiting. And as I've been doing this, a lot of beginners or a lot of people that are already experienced aren't actually tracking what they're making. So I don't like to be blindsided or to have a feeling of what's going on this month, why all of a sudden it's dipping, when really I could just go back to my Excel sheet and be like, oh, okay, July is typically when things start to slow down, or June is when things start to slow down. So as you can see here, 2022, and by the way, if you've been watching me, you know I was once a freelancer and then I pivoted into becoming an agency. Now, I realize a lot of people that are building agencies or may have one, they're not technically tracking what's coming in and what's going out. So the reason why I have this, first of all, isn't just because I want to make sure I'm profiting. So as you can see here, January, everything in the red is my expense. So here, 1,655 was my expense, and then I profit 2,741. So as you can see, each month is constantly, except here, is growing steadily, right? Especially January of 2023, a increase, all right? So I would never have known this every single month if I'm not properly tracking it. Now, yes, you can go back into your statements and you could do all those things, but to just have it in one place will really save you a lot of headaches. So, for example, 2024, this is the current year we're in. As you can see, 14,000, 11, 15, 13, 10, 10, and then all of a sudden it starts to kind of trickle down around this area. Now, typically, I may be panicking if I don't know what's going on, but if I backtrack, I can see that around that time of the year is when things kind of slow down already, okay? And the reason why and what I figured out is just because that's just the time in the season of the year. So, what I've learned and what I've tracked before 2023 and before that is that around Q3 and Q4 for my specific agency, things start to slow down, but they start to ramp up the beginning of the year, Q4 and Q2. So I wanted to share this with you because it's so important to track what goes in and what goes out and understand that there's ebbs and flows and seasons. Just like anything else in life, if you plant a seed in the ground, you know, you treat it and it grows, and then the seasons change, the flower dies, and the cycle repeats. The same thing happens with business, and you can choose to dwell on it, or you can use the time of slow seasons and prepare yourself for your best seasons coming up, right? That's just what I've learned, to not necessarily dwell over the slight, jump in profit or the slight decrease in profit. Instead, focus on strategizing or making yourself better so that when the good times show up, you're ready and fired up to make even more. So, I also want to share with you all my next step, my next plan to this year. Now, I've tracked it and you've seen it yourself around December, Q4, because I'm not actually selling a product. Everyone's out, preparing for Christmas. Everyone wants to buy everyone gifts. But my services isn't designed for gift giving, really. It's really designed for those that want to make a difference in their life, wants to profit, and is ready to make a change financially, okay? So my services are designed for entrepreneurs, right? And sometimes new entrepreneurs come into the scene. But let's focus on why December is my slowest year and how I plan to make the most out of it. All right. So, yes, I'm constantly working on myself. I'm using this time to actually plan for the upcoming years, but also figuring out strategies that I can implement and have in my arsenal. All right. So, the one thing I have and I've shared recently is, how do I get traffic to my agency? All right. So, this is what I do, and I hope you replicate the same thing. All right. I'm always going to say this because this is what I'm doing. It may get redundant, but hopefully the more times I say it, the more times you start to realize, okay, if this is working for her, if this is working for other people she's helping, this could potentially work for me as long as I do it. So, of course, I talk about my agency on other channels, but I also have other people talking about it. All right. That's double the traffic, double the speed, double the intention. The reason why I don't just talk about it, by the way, this is going to be organic. These are all organic traffic. I have done paid as well, so I would put that on there. but I always lean back to organic traffic because it's so much powerful when it's word of mouth referrals. So not only am I talking about it, but I have other individuals talking about it. And what they end up doing is sending me traffic. And in return, their traffic will most likely invest. But instead of me collecting all of the profits, I give them a percentage, essentially called affiliate marketing, right? They have the traffic, they don't have the service. I reach out to them because I have a service that would best fit their audience. All they have to do is talk about it, and I give them a percentage of the revenue they send. All right. So I've been doing this since 2017. So fast forward to now, I have multiple different traffics coming to my agency without me having to go out there and promote and persuade and convince and sell, when really my goal is to partner with those that have an audience but have yet figured out how to profit, right? And what easy way to do that if they already are constantly uploading. They may not be getting paid as much on these platforms, these monetization platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever X, whatever platform you want to reach out to these individuals, but to have them broadcast your work, your agency, it should be, will automate the amount of traffic that comes in, the amount of leads, right? So this is the way I've been doing it. And I'm going to be honest, it takes work, it takes time, because you don't want to just outbound and email them and say, hey, look, I have this service. I want to know if we could work out a percentage. That's not how you do things. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it, okay? So I hope that you understand the foundation of how to properly send traffic to your agency, your service. And it's by 1, content, 2, outreach to others with traffic.